day everyone, welcome back to Fighters Trading Channel, back again with another daily market analysis video. It is the 2nd of April 2025 into a new month. Unfortunately, I didn't have the opportunity to create a video yesterday, so we will hop in, see what the markets have done since Monday, and analyze where potential opportunities lay. That being said, please note that my charts are a little bit messy at the moment, as I have been trying out a new strategy based upon RSI and SMA. It's still being refined, but I will still provide analysis as I have in the past with a couple of new confluences to add into the charts. So without further ado, let's hop in. Starting with NAS 100, what we can observe on the 4-hour chart is that price had a pretty significant retracement after hitting that overextended region. As we can observe in the RSI, we can see we moved all the way down beyond the 15 mark on the RSI, which led into that oversold territory. Due to that, markets have retraced and we are now sitting within that 50% margin, looking like price has the opportunity to continue moving bearish and keep pushing downwards at the moment. We are seeing flattening on the RSI upon that 50 level, which could signify that price is looking to change direction and continue bearish. We can also observe on the 4-hour that price is trading below the 50 SMA, which is another bearish confluence to add. We're sitting upon a break and retest level, and we have bearish structure to play with, which is still very much intact. So 4 confluences of bearish nature on the 4-hour, and thus we are still continuing to look for shorts on this pair. Moving into the 1-hour chart, what we can observe is here I'm not really using the indicators anymore, but for the sake of confluences and for the sake of scalping opportunities, I will continue to analyze. So per the 1 hour, we can see RSI is above 50, still just in that consolidation phase on the 1 hour. Price is broken above the 50 moving average, but this would be more in line with the scalping strategy. From a longer term time frame, we know the bears are in control and we would be looking for shorts. Thus, I have been removing these indicators and actually looking at price action on the 1 hour. So per price action, what I can observe is an evening star formation right there, post the flattening of RSI per this gray line right there on the 4-hour. So the 4-hour time frame indicates bearish structure, and I've been looking for bearish structure nonetheless. Now I thought the opportunity would be here. I took a trade, but market still had space to move up. That's okay. We do know that the bears are going to shift back in, and thus the shorts are validated. The hard time I'm having right now is figuring out where to place my stop loss. Thus, I'm just using retracement structure, but I will refine that strategy as I continue to trade. So at the moment, looking for that shorting space, I think that this would be a prime opportunity to do so. The 1:4 risk to reward ratio, all the way down to the support right there. Again, structure upon the 1 hour has yet to break, so it is a bit of a risk. But nonetheless, we know the bears are in control based on the higher term time frame. If we were to go into the 15 minutes, just observe what we can see. Price continuing to make highs per the structures here, so in line with the 1 hour. We could see a push higher, but again, we're basing it on the premise that the 1 hour is the major time frame, whereas our strategy requires 4 hours. So with refining it, I want to look for better entries. I want to look for more longer term and valid entries based on the confluences of higher time frames. And thus I'm going to stick with the 1 hour and start looking for those shorting opportunities. Coming into the 4-hour chart for US 30, I actually just want to put this on a lower time frame quickly, currently full only. Per the time frame, 4-hour time frame for US 30, what we can observe is that price is also had that retracement after tapping into the overextended region. Not as extreme as NAS 100, but nonetheless, it did go into that overextended space. Markets have since retraced and is currently testing the break and retest level. We've broken out of the bullish trend, thus we know that is another bearish confluence. We are creating bearish structure, and the previous lower high is still intact, with price trading below the 50 moving average. And we are still within that consolidative phase of the RSI, but looking more bearish than bullish. So we have three bearish confluences followed by a consolidation confluence with the RSI. Thus, bulls are in control, and we can see consolidation currently happening, knowing we are looking for shorts. We're seeing rounding on the RSI right here upon the 50 level. With the bearish confluence, we are looking for shorts. So going into the 1 hour, I see a nice evening star formation there at 2 in the morning. So taking a short from this position with 1:3 risk to reward, 1:3 risk to reward, yes, all the way down to the support would make for a great trade. So, like I mentioned, new strategy. I'm just going to be sticking to the 4 hour and 1 hour charts for today. Of course, if you'd like analysis on the lower ones, I'll be happy to provide it. Just leave a comment down below. Excuse me, my sinuses are just bothering me a little bit right now. Okay, so that is the analysis for US 30. As we can see, 1 hour chart, we are trading above the 50 SMA, but like I mentioned, we are validating on the indicators based upon the higher time frames. Another thing I would just like to add is, as we come into the lower time frames, understand that indicators are lagging. So when we use the higher time frame indicators, there's more validity to them. More validity means a higher chance as indicators will provide us with the results we want. Right now on the 1 hour, we're seeing a lot of indecision with the indicators. We're seeing a lot of breakouts, a lot of conflicting signals, etc., etc. Now, because this is our entry time frame, we are basing our analysis based on the 4 hour time frame and using the 1 hour as an entry. Thus, with the entry, I'm using pure price action and knowing that the confluences is stemming from the higher time frame. So we have four indicators, three bearish confluences and indecision on the higher time frame, and thus looking for a sell on the 1 hour time frame based on price action. So we are seeing multiple bearish indicators pre the rounding of RSI, but we did tap into that 50% zone. We tapped in here, we tapped in there. A lot of wick rejections on the 4 hour, thus validating looking for shorts on the 1 hour, which I could potentially start looking for. Also remember with the new strategy, there's going to be a lot of, I don't want to say terrible trades taken, but a lot of stop loss hits as we refine the entry position. So yeah, anyway, let's move on to gold. Let's see what's happening there. Okay, so gold, let's put the indicators back on. Gold hit that overextended region, retraced, still trading comfortably above the 50 SMA. We are a bit far removed for my liking on the 50 SMA, and if we're too far removed, it invalidates the 50% retracement on the RSI. Nonetheless, looking at the confluences, we are still trading very bullish on gold. Indicators RSI, we're trading above 50, between 70, and the 50 SMA is still well below price action, indicating three bullish confluences along with trend. Moving into the 1 hour, I'm going to keep the indicators going here because 50 SMA is a lot closer to the price action until recently, of course. And that being said, we can see a lot of tests of the 50% retracement before higher pushes, which in turn validates the trends that we are looking for. Now, how we would use this is if we are using the indicators on the 1 hour, we would then use the 15-minute time frame in order to look for our entries. And as we can see, That's where we placed our streaks based on the our vertical lines based on the RSI, and thus we would look for trades past these gray lines, and we can see here, boom, opportunity with gold, and another opportunity here. So, like I said, I'm still refining it. I'm still trying to find my feet, but I will do an in-depth video regarding this. So, anyway, I'm going to remove these lines because they're getting a bit confusing. So, just overall analysis, what we can see is gold creating support structure at 3100. Still very much bullish on the 1 hour, despite the break of the bullish trend line on the 1 hour. Seem to be in a bit of a consolidator phase, which is probably confirmed by RSI. Yes, consolidator phase at the moment, but still looking for long positions to the upside. So gold still going long. Remember, we're taking short-term positions on gold, knowing the overextended nature on the higher time frames, like the monthly, weekly, and daily. If you are looking for that analysis in the monthly, weekly, and daily, please take a look at the weekly flows 6 video, which I will share a link for in the description below. So that is gold analysis. Let's move on. Euro USD, very much consolidative in nature. If we were to base it upon the 4-hour time frame, we can see that price is currently consolidating. We are trading upon the 50 SMA, slightly below the 50 SMA, but we are breaking in, breaking out. And the RSI is at 50 on the 4-hour, and price is very stable at the level it's at. So it's clear the market has found a fair value space at the moment and doesn't look to be making any major moves. And for that reason, we are in that consolidation phase. There's no trending market in which to use the new strategy. So, in turn, we will not be trading it at the moment. I'm still developing the consolidation strategy. Not yet comfortable trading between support and resistance, and I haven't found a validated support and resistance to trade within for Euro USD at the moment. And for that reason, I'll be staying out of this market until we have a clear trend to trade from. Like I mentioned, though, from a higher time frame, I am looking for a move to the downside, and once that downside trend does begin, I'll be looking for shorts all the way to the 1.052 level, or potentially to the 1.022 level. But that trend is yet to be confirmed based on structure and based on the 50 moving average. We'll not be looking at the 1 hour time frame for Euro USD today. Taking a look at Euro JPY, also very similar nature to Euro USD. We are seeing very consolidative nature on the 4-hour chart, with price breaking in, breaking out of the 50 SMA, so consolidation. And on the RSI, we're trading very close to that 50 level within the 55-45 region, and thus consolidating. Price has found support at 160.8 and is continuing to respect that level. Despite consolidating, prices currently trading below the 50 moving average, and we are seeing some short structure being developed here with a lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. So the current lower high is still intact. We seem to be in a bit of a retracement move, and we could see further downside happening soon. But nonetheless, I would like to wait for clean break of support and trade that all the way down. Just to take a look at the daily, we can see from a higher term time frame, we are in a consolidative nature with price comfortably trading between a broad range consolidation, I should say. And price is currently tapped at resistance level, and for that reason, I'm looking for downside trading at the moment. We are noting that price is above the 50 SMA, but as we can see in the past, price moved up beyond 50 SMA, dropped below 50 SMA, broke up above 50 SMA, and thus on the 1 hour, on the daily time frame, it has been invalidated. So short positions in the long term at the moment awaiting the short momentum to kick in and provide me a valid trend to trade and a decent 50 SMA trend to actually use in line with the RSI. Looking at USD JPY, I am looking for shorts here. So price breaking below 50 SMA. We have tapped it multiple times upon the break and retest level, and we have created a bearish structure. As we can see, we broke below the previous higher low of the bullish trend, and we are creating lower highs and lower lows right here. Now, we are still very close to that 50 SMA, and trend is yet to curve. The 50 SMA is yet to curve and show a valid bearish trend at play. But nonetheless, I still see the shorts coming in here with the tests on the 50 RSI line, and we can see clear turning points. On the 1 hour time frame, however, we are seeing a bit of consolidative nature, with RSI also providing us a consolidative reading. Nonetheless, these indicators being invalid on the 1 hour if you're looking for entries. We could potentially be seeing some short opportunities at play right now, right here, as a matter of fact. So I will keep looking for shorts, potentially one right here with the evening star and a bearish confirmation at 9 in the morning. So we will see what happens and trade accordingly. So that is our analysis for the day ahead. Let's see what happens on the fundamentals. So fundamentals, what we can observe is USD news today at 2:15 and 10 p.m. Let's see what happens there. ADP non-farm employment change. So I hope you enjoyed this analysis. It was a little bit different, but I am adapting to my new strategy. If you have any questions, please drop a comment down below. And if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. I will catch you in the next daily market analysis video tomorrow. Have a fantastic trading day, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.